YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2001. This is the last video of this particular year. We're in year 3, and we'll be at year 4. In fact, we'll be probably quarter way into mid 4, maybe by the time we're done. So, a couple of these horses I'm not really racing yet. I'll see if I can find ideal races. Like Dizzy Ditch, she's on a roll right now. 9 to 12 on the turf. Let's see if we can find her something doable. Grade 3, I'm staying away from. I could run her in that open. So I guess we'll get her in one more. Here, we'll get her in this open. She might be able to start running in G3s comfortably, but I'm still okay with waiting. Joy Lucky, she goes 8 to 10 on the turf. Here's a good one. Now that G3 for the fillies I could have tried, but I don't think she's ready for that. She might be eventually. And Night Factor, get him in one more. He only has 4 races left, well, for this year, but that's fine. Night Factor, looking for a 7 or 8 furlong on the turf, ideally. If we can find one, but we might not be able to. Yeah, I don't really want to run him on the dirt, so I think that'll be it for Night Factor for the end of this year. So only 2 more races. So like I said, we shall be quite into next year. In fact, we might even be able to get to the breeding in this episode. Because, I mean, it's very quick to get through the years in this game, or the weeks in the year in this game. It's very quick and very easy to do so. So, yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys for the support on the channel. Ooh, snowy here in December. I like it. Joy Lucky, we are the second favorite. All right, it means we can win this race. I'm with it. Totally with it. Field of 11, 9 furlongs in the snow. This should be fun. See what this gal can do in the snow. I'm still recording this on the same day that I recorded the previous 2 or 3 episodes. So, yeah. Last episode I'm sure was quite silly, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Alright, so good start. She gets out really well. It's kind of a shame that she has to sit in the back, because we could comfortably sit at the front if she was a front runner. Yeah, she's trying to go faster than what we need to be doing. It's like, no, settle down, settle down. This is where you need to be, right here. Right here. Now she wants to be going a little bit faster, so I'll move. Okay, now she's in the blue. Do. I don't know why this music sounds like some Tekken fighting game music, but this company, which I still think was Tecmo, it is Tecmo, was based out of Japan. So, could have been possible they got inspiration from maybe an old Japanese fighting game I just haven't played, or maybe it is kind of a rendition from a game. She's still on the green. It is what it is. I'm just kind of waiting for a gap to, free up. All right, Joy Lucky. Let's see what she can do here. Furlong and a half left to go. She's got a long way to go. We're closing in, but I don't think we're closing in enough. Nope, not closing in enough. And wow, we dropped from 5th to 6th somehow. That's awful. I should have gotten her going sooner. My goodness. I should have gotten her going sooner. Ay. What am I saying? I didn't realize that track had a very short straight. I thought it was still a normal length straight. If I would have known that, I would have gotten her going much quicker through turns 3 and 4. And I basically waited till the end of turn 3. Too late by that point. More December. Snowy weather here. It is a open 10 furlong race in Miami. Snowing in Miami. Hilarious. We're on Dizzy Ditz, and we have a chance to finish, and I'm going to make sure I actually pay attention this time. But fortunately, Dizzy Ditz can run anywhere we want her to run, and I usually run her towards the front, so I'm just going to keep her at the front. We get a good start, keep her at the front, and we could win this race. Mark my words, we could win this race. She gets out well every single time. I mean, she is a rocket out of the gates, man. I love this filly already. She's only 2 years old, and she is by far one of the better fillies we've had as a 2-year-old, as a young filly in quite some time. So yeah, she's in the blue. We're going to keep her right here. That horse is probably going to try to overtake us, which is fine. Just want to make sure I don't fall back too far. But yeah, she's in great position right now. In the blue again. I think it's the second time I've gotten her into the blue very easily, and I wasn't expecting to do so, which doesn't really make sense. She gets out of the gate well every time. She's a pretty easygoing horse, and she's fast as lightning on top of it. So I'm not really sure why I'm even surprised. I guess I'm just so scarred from all the previous bad experiences we've had with fillies and the 2004 playthrough. It just kind of subconsciously, I'm just like, oh boy, how is this going to go? We can still wait. We can still wait. I'd rather these horses kind of tire themselves out when they're ready to go. That's fine. Now we're going to turn it up. Dizzy Dits, let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll here. Show them the speed. Come on, you got it. Furlong left to go. Here comes Dizzy Dits. We're really trying here. She's pushing through. Pushing through. We are on the whip going commando, and we're still going to get third. That's kudos to those two horses because she was rolling. She was rolling, but clearly those horses were still good enough to stay out in front. So 81 rider eval, not bad. I mean, I think we were supposed to finish like 6th anyway, so that's a really solid result for us. If I would have gotten started sooner, we could have gotten there, but maybe not. Those horses were still fast. Sometimes that happens. You just come across horses in the game that are still faster than you, even if you do everything right. So Joy Lucky, we bombed that race with her. I just got her started too late. But Dizzy Dits, we're hitting our marks with her. We're really hitting our marks. And, wow, that's it. No more races, huh? Because Water Walking, I don't want to put her in another one unless it's suitable for her. Yeah, that's a dirt race. Nobody can run on that. She can't. Night Factor can. He kind of can, I suppose. Maybe I could get Night Factor in this last race. I mean, his dirt rating is only 4 off of his turf. So you know what? We'll go ahead. It's an open. Maybe he should still have a decent shot. I'm not saying we'll be the favorite. I hope we're not the long shot. That kind of be disrespectful. He doesn't have a terrible dirt rating. That's just his preference should be turf. But we can still run him on the dirt under the right conditions. But we'll see if the game thinks I'm crazy or not. They'll probably think I'm crazy, as usual, as most people probably do. There's a method to my madness, if you pay attention. There's always a method to my madness. 9 out of 10 times, always a method to it. Even if it seems crazy, I know what I'm doing. It just takes a while for it to come to fruition and for it to be publicly displayed. But I usually know what I'm doing. I just operate in a very different way. You can get things achieved and done doing different methods and playing different ways. Okay, that's pretty much where I expected us to be. Maybe a little bit lower than that. Maybe I was expecting us to be closer to like in a fractional 10-1 or something instead of what I would presume is 14-1 here. But yeah, this is pretty much where I expected us to be. So field of 13, and we're expected to finish like 8th. Rainy conditions here on the dirt. Last race of the year. This 3rd season here. Let's see what Night Factor can do. I just want to see some heart here today. Just want to see some heart. We are lonely out here, man. My goodness. We start out on the grass and then we enter to the dirt. So Night Factor, he wants to be in the back. Not dead last. So this is going to be tricky because we're still running so wide up here. Something needs to change. Come on. Move to the inside. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're in the blue. So he's comfortable now. If I keep him in the blue, we're straight. I kind of want to get to the inside if I can, but like if we can drop just behind this horse right here, I might be able to find a gap there. That's ideally what I want to do, but we're not slowing down enough. Now I can move in. Now I can move in. Perfect. We got a long way to go. Got a long way to go. That's the second time I've done that with Night Factor, where I was actually able to find a gap on the inside somewhere. Now let's see what's going to free up for us. We got to move. We got to move. We got to move. Let's see what he can do on the dirt. He's showing heart here. Furlong left to go. Night Factor plunging through the field. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Can we come on for the win? We're going for the win at the wire. We're going to get there in time. No freaking way. No way did this horse just do that. What a beast Night Factor is, considering he's still like an average horse. But we got that. We got that. Don't rob me. We got that. That's clean. Night Factor. Last to first. Oh, wow. This dude can really run late in the stretch. I mean, it takes a minute, but my goodness, once he is coming on at the end in deep stretch, he can really Just kind of run them down. 102 rider eval. When's the last time I had that in this game? 102. Replay, of course. And we were lonely out there, man. I feel like I was on an island. I actually feel like I was running on the turf part of the track and not even the dirt part. Granted, I think actually this track only has dirt, but just that part starts off with turf. I cannot believe we just won that race. And there, that goes to show you. I told you that, you know, his dirt rating is not terrible. If we run him right under the right conditions, we can win. This is what I mean. I play the game differently. I'm sure a lot of people would have been like, no, that's stupid. Why would you put him in that race? He needs to run on the turf. No, his dirt rating isn't that far off. And again, right conditions. I mean, yeah, his spurt takes a minute, but my goodness, like I said, once he's really rolling, you better watch out. We went from last to first, literally. We were supposed to finish 8th. We won the race. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. That really is amazing. Look at him. Look at him going. Once I saw that we were really picking up speed fast, I'm like, he's coming. Look at him. I'm like, Night Factor is rolling. Look at him. Look at the stride. These horses are gassing out. Look at Night Factor right there. Look at the stride, the determination to get it right at the line. This is a Gallop Racer original, by the way. He's fine. We finally have in this game an original that's doing decent things for us. Night Factor, wow, what a ride, man. Night Factor comes from Glue Factor, the Colt, and Miss Nighty, the filly. 102 eval. That is what I'm talking about. Let's freaking go. Now it is the wonderful, lovely Cindy here. Think about the Horse of the Year awards. I don't care about any of these because we don't have a horse even close. We will. Horse of the Year was How Secretu. Okay. I'm not going to go through all these names, but you guys see them. Utmost Plan, Best 2-year-old filly, blah, 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 whatever. Jockey Awards. How did we do? We had to finish 10th. Not bad. Earnings, $163,000. Angelo. Yeah, we're not getting close to that. We had 5 wins, 5 places out of 39 meets. I don't know. I'm going to do the math right quick. I'm going to see if our win percentage. I can't do that directly in my head, but let's see who had a better win percentage. 23% for Angelo. 12% for us. Okay, whatever. Angelo did better. Whatever. It's fine. I never compete for that in any game outside of 2004, really, because that's the only one that's kind of attainable. All right. Happy New Year. Best wishes. Yada, yada, yada. Thank you, Cindy. The following are the other promising horses. Risque Meal, and Rob the Cook. How fitting. Both of those horses with those names. You want to rob the cook? You're asking for a Risque Meal. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Silly Hawk, great 5-year-old right there. Bojangles, whatever. Okay, whatever. I can't get any of these horses. We're not at that place yet. Ah, man, that was... What a race from Night Factor. I'm like, wow. I mean, I was really trying there, and we just got up there at the line. Just got up there. And we did the same thing where we almost won the other race. We were on the outside. I was able to drop him back to the inside. Look at Night Factor. What a stud. Quite literally, what a stud. 4-year-old. And is he going to be done this year? Oh, he's on the decline. He's still running well. I mean, I'm not retiring him anytime soon. He could probably still do well, at least for another year and a half, 2 years. So, no, I don't want to put him in a race yet. Because I can't see when he'll be ready until he's actually blue. So that's fine. Who's ready to rock and roll? I need to look from here. Water walking. I guess, yeah, we'll get her in a race. 7 to 8, preferably, if we can find it. And it has to be open. Well, there's a 7 right there, so we'll try that for her. Young Yoke. My girl ready to go again, 3 years old. I believe we're retiring her. No, we're retiring Joy Lucky, I think. Yeah, she's still... Young Folk, this horse, we're still sticking with her for another year. It's the Joy Lucky that will be retiring. So let's get her into a 5 or 7 on the dirt. Here we go. All fillies. And I think she's proven that she's pretty good against the gals. Like, I think she's top tier. This is the horse we'll be retiring this year to breed with deep timing. And I think we'll get a decent original. Now, she has no wins yet, but her guts and her conditioning are pretty high. Her temper's not great. She can run 8 to 10. Her spurt's mid-range. So let's go ahead and look at deep timing just to kind of show you guys in reference of what we could be looking at here, because I mean she's the only other horse, the only other filly I'd retire for a broodmare anyways. So deep timing 80-78. So we should get a solid turf horse because her rating is 79, his is 80. Dirt, maybe it'll balance out more. So his guts C, temper C. So whatever original we get, their temper rating is going to be bad. Conditioning should be good. He has a B. Hers is either a B or an A. His incline is and braking are both A as well. His guts, like I said, is C. That should balance out with hers. So we should get a horse with really good conditioning, a lot of guts, and hopefully the braking and the incline as well are pretty solid. Temper will be kind of the unfortunate thing. Spurt slow. I think hers is average. And mid-distance. So we should just realistically combining deep timing and Joy Lucky. We should get a horse that's much better than obviously the both of them. Legitimately, we should get a much better turf horse, a much better mid-distance turf horse. And to me, if we can get that, that's great because that means we can run that horse in a lot of races, especially since a lot of the mid-race distances in this game are between 8 and 10. So that means we could get a horse perfect for that. A lot of races, a lot of opportunities for earnings, and everything else. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we'll be able to get. Let's go racing. From deep timing and Joy Lucky. Now, I could combine names, which is what I've been doing in this playthrough, but I'll use one of the names you guys suggested. Even though it's not a foal like it is in the other games, or you can actually see the foal, I'll still use it. Because deep timing and Joy Lucky, I mean, Deep Joy, a filly Deep Joy, Lucky Timing. I like Lucky Timing. I mean, it's kind of cliche, but I feel like that works for the name of the horse, right? You have Deep Timing, the colt. You have Joy Lucky, the filly. Combine those two for sire and broodmare, you get Lucky Timing. Deep Timing's timing, and Joy Lucky's lucky. Lucky Timing. Okay, I take that back. I'll stick to using you guys as horses' names. If I could redo that, I should say I will stick to using the horse names you guys have provided, or the foal names, because that's really what they are initially, and then obviously they grow into their mature selves. I'll continue to use those for Gallop Racer 2003 and 2004 and Gallop Racer 3. This game, I still like combining the names for whatever reason. It's probably the only one I really care to do that. The other ones I do like to have very personal, unique names that aren't really related to the parents. But in this game, for some reason, I like keeping the horses' names related to the parents. So Lucky Timing is what I'm going to call that horse. Whether it's a girl or a colt, doesn't matter. Lucky Timing will be here with us, hopefully by the end of this episode. So we have a chance here in this race. Nothing special with young folk. So let's see how she does. We have a chance. If we run this right, we can definitely win. We've proven that. We can win regardless of being the favorite. So our odds, I mean, we have to take them with a pinch of salt. She gets out. Both her and Dizzy Ditz both get out like rockets in the gate. I mean, do they not? Dizzy Ditz, she comes out flying. Young folk, she comes out flying. I really got fortunate with having two fillies that are fast and are rocket ships out of the gate. I mean, my goodness. I mean, I do the timing the same way I do with my other horses, but they don't get out as fast as the girls do. These girls, my goodness, they're literal rockets. Okay, I'm going to stay here. They better not say I blocked anybody, because that would be a whole bunch of nonsense. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can catch these horses napping. Here we come with Young Yoke. Oh, look at her. Look at the filly drive. Look at the filly drive. We're getting some resistance, though, from the 4-horse on the outside. We got it. Oh, we're going to lose that head-to-head. I think that was inevitable once I saw the 4 was coming. I kind of neglected it, and then I'm like, oh, wait, the horse is actually coming. But still, we weren't supposed to finish second, so we got a second place. What a beautiful gray. I have to make sure whoever I breed her with, whomever it may be, they have to be a solid match. I mean a great match. Because I think it'd be a waste of that the foal's potential on the call. You know, they don't go through the foaling process here, but you guys know what I mean. I feel like that foal would be so wasted if I didn't have a solid colt sire. Colt turned sire. Sometimes I have to, you know, specify those things. I've been critiqued. I'm like, come on, we're playing a game. I'm talking. You guys know what I'm saying. I mean, if I say it in weird ways, but I would hate to waste her with just an average colt. So we're gonna make sure whoever, maybe Night Factor. I don't know. Maybe Night Factor could be the best. I mean, granted, I'd rather buy a good one, a really good one with similar stats. Is kind of, I think, what I talked about previously. Water walking. She's actually not supposed to finish in last today, but still, it's going to be a competitive field. Very competitive. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I still think ideally I want to find a sire that will be very close to Young Yoke's stats as far as the speed, her braking, all of that. I still want a horse that's pretty close. I don't know if Night Factor really fits that bill. I'll have to actually look after this race. Maybe he does, but yeah, I think we'll have to actually look for a colt to buy or order from the shop and use him, even if we only race him a couple of times. Okay, so we got a long way to go. Let me get water walking going right now. Actually, can we stay to the inside? I think we can. I can't tell. Oh, it's gonna be close. I think I can shoot this gap. Let's go. They better not say objection. That's an objection. Just move right in front of me. Oh, they're squeezing me in. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I have to use a directional pad to move about. How ridiculous. Wow. I think that was the best race really water walking has had since we've had her. And we were blocked literally 5 times. There was nothing I could do. I probably should have just stayed to the inside where I was, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? But finally, she showed some promise, which is good. And apparently the game thought so as well, because we weren't supposed to finish where we were supposed to finish. Rider eval score overall, 62 wasn't great, but we were up on everything else. Let's go. And Young Yoke, we recorded our highest eval with her. Nice. All right. We're looking good here. We're looking good. I think this is going to be a solid 4th season for us in this game. We're not ending here. I'm just saving, as always, since it saves really quickly. It's probably one of the quicker saves outside of the PS1. So Young Yoke, she's looking really solid. Joy Lucky, let's get her going again. Try to get her a win. I would like to, because that would be nice for breeding. But if we can't, then I just don't know where to race. Let me see. Where has she done well? She's finished 2nd in the 7 furlong, which we haven't run her in. I'm kind of surprised. What am I thinking? I haven't run her in 7 furlongs in quite some time. So let's try to find something that is 7. She finished 2nd. So, I mean, okay, perfect. Right here. Right here. I don't know how many times I'm going to race her between now and, like, April. Well, whenever it says that we can start breeding, that's when I'll just retire her, and then we'll create the horse from there. So I'll keep racing her until they let us know it is officially breeding season. The wonderful Sydney. It'd be nice if, they had, like, different Cindy's with just different dresses, or colored dresses, I should say. Just the same Cindy in the same purple dress for the same 1,000 races you could do in this game. She doesn't bathe. She doesn't change. She just... Cindy's a bot. She is a bot. Quite literally, but you guys get the pun. So Joy Lucky. The odds, they clearly don't matter. I mean, for the most part, I've been doing twice as well than what I was supposed to. So the odds, I mean, it's just an indicator of where your horse probably is in comparison to the rest of the field, but it's not an indicator of where you'll actually finish. Pretty much. Not for me, at least. So, yeah, we can finish in the middle of the field. Field of 13. Got to get her out good, but she doesn't really get out well, so we might struggle with the start. I still want to get a good start because that helps with our rider eval. So, let's see. Okay, so she got out decent. I mean, nothing special. So, let's see. She should be in the blue here very soon. She's not. Okay, now she is good. We'll keep her right here. No, don't try to pass me. Don't try to pass me. I need you to kind of stay behind me. Stay behind. All right, come on, Joy. We need to try to get her going, but not too much. So we still have a long way to go here. It's fine. Gotta do what we gotta do. Just get her moving now. I'm gonna move this way. Nope, none of these horses in front of me need to move, so nobody better be moving in some weird, obnoxious way. Here we come with Joy Lucky. Let's see what she can do. Let's see what she can do. Finally, she's coming on strong. This is a 7-furlong race. We're going to get up here at the wire, I think. Oh, we got blocked. We got blocked, and I wasn't even paying attention. That's obnoxious. What happened? Nobody moved. The gap just closed. Oh, how annoying. I mean, we weren't even supposed to finish 4th. Again, the odds don't really mean anything. But that's annoying. We could have won. We weren't supposed to win that. At that point, I swear, like, the gap that I was already in just magically kind of closed up and I couldn't move it. It was like there was an invisible wall. It was like the horses that I was running between had an invisible shield and I just couldn't get past the shield. I promise you. So weird. Unless somebody actually moved and I just missed it, then, well, kind of an idiot for that. Anyway, Dizzy Ditz. Let's get her in another race. Well, it might be the second to last one. Here she runs 10 to 11. I want her in a grade 3 going to 8. What's her distance again? Isn't it 9 to 12? Yeah. Well, actually, let me look to see where she's done the best. Usually, I always, wherever we have wins or podium finishes, 2nd or 3rd, I will stick to that distance because it just seems like it works. So she won a 10 furlong. She's won 2 10 furlong races. So she does like 10. So I guess we should keep her at that. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Here's a 10. Try to get a win here in Annapolis. I'll look for one more race. Actually got hungry. Been recording for almost 2 hours. I'd like to get some grub here. Night Factor. I'm still riding kind of the high off of that win that he had. I mean, amazing stuff. Seriously. From last to first. So Night Factor, he'll be good to retire because he actually has wins, he has places, he has a couple of shows. He should be pretty solid for whatever original. And the thing is, he's an average horse. I mean, breeding him with young yoke wouldn't be a terrible idea because his ratings, as far as turf and dirt, they do mirror hers closely, if not they're better. You know, he has a wider distance. And then, like I said, his bars, as far as, you know, the 5 categories of guts, temper, incline, braking, and conditioning are all pretty solid. So we still could realistically get a fast horse if we use him and Joy Lucky. It depends. I guess if I don't find a colt that I think is worthy, then I might go ahead and just use Night Factor. Because looking at him statistically, he's really not bad. He's really not. So Night Factor, let's see. What tends to be best for him? So we got that one on 8 furlongs. On the dirt, he likes 7 or 8, so we'll keep the distance there. And that's the thing. If he likes 7 or 8, and Joy Lucky pretty much is a very short distance horse between 5 and 7 or whatever she is, or 7 and 9, that could work. Now, there's grade 3s. I don't want to really put him in 7 furlongs on the dirt. I think we can try that. You got the G1. I mean, I know we're not going to be able to do much in that one, so I would rather not waste the time. Let's put him in that. So whoever races next, that should be the last race of the video. But man, what a win earlier today with Night Factor. Amazing win. Probably one of my most enjoyable wins I think I've had in this playthrough so far. Just because of how far back we were. I'm sure we've done it before, but not in that way. You know, we were like out of contention, and then he just... His spurt is slow, but once he gets to full speed, I mean, there he goes. There he goes. Dizzy Ditz. We're the favorite. Let's go. We are the favorite here today. Let's get this win. And because she can run anywhere, we're going to get a great start. We're going to keep her at the front. And we're going to say, eat her dust. She's gone. She will make you dizzy. Ditz. More terrible, cringy puns. I know. It continues. She gets out well, but she didn't get out the fastest this time. It's fine. No biggie. So let's just make sure we keep her to the front. She doesn't have to be leading. I just want her near the front. And she's in the blue. This is perfect because that means when he gets to the stretch, we can start a lot later than the rest of the horses. They're going to have to do so much to catch up. And we know she has the speed to absolutely fly down. So that'll really work out well for us, I think. She's running well. She's running well. Just trying to keep her a little bit ahead. I want to make sure I keep enough space in between me and the horse next to us, so maybe we're running a little bit too fast. Or does she want to run faster? Mid-pace, and she's in the green. I don't know if she wants to run faster or slower. That's really tricky. We should still be fine. Yeah, she's in the blue. All right, she's cool. So that's tricky. There would be really no way of knowing if you were running too fast or too slow, with it being a mid-pace and her being in the green. So we can get going really late. They're going to get going now. Now let's roll. Now let's roll. Show them the speed of Dizzy Ditz. Let's go ahead and fly down. Here comes Dizzy Ditz. We got one more horse to catch. We're not out of the woods just yet, but she is going to come through strong. Nobody's going to get close to us at the wire. Easy win for the lady. Easy win for Dizzy Ditz. Once again, she gets it done. She gets it done quite easily. That's what we want. That's what we want. We are building the future here. You guys are witnessing the future. These horses are the horses that are going to create the grade 1 winners that we're going to use to get Horse of the Year and Best 3-year-old Colt and Filly. These horses you're watching me race on right now, they are going to be the start of that, the culmination of that. 93 rider eval, considering we had B for start and B for control. Still a solid eval. Another great result for the gal, Dizzy Ditz. Fantastic stuff, man. Exactly what we need. So enjoyable. We have one more race. I suppose I could leave out on this note with our boy Night Factor. One more. One more and last, because I really am hungry, and I haven't really eaten today. Haven't really eaten today. La-dee-da-dee-da. Really haven't, though. All right, so Night Factor. We have a chance to win. I mean, we're expected to finish, what, 5th? We can very well win in a field of 12. Very well win. So I'll have you guys watch through the post parade here for this last race. Just want to get a snack. Alright, this is taking too long. Let's get to it. Holy cow. What a start for Night Factor. I think I've kind of figured out where the speed meter needs to be for these horses, for most of them. I think I got the sweet spot figured out. It's right about here. Depending on the race, either below or above the line. Okay, you're running a little too fast right now. Okay, just keep it cool, bro. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Alright, I don't know what's going to happen. We can't do our usual duck to the inside because just we weren't in a position to do that. And we couldn't have been in a position. They're swinging, they're swinging, they're swinging. Okay, we have space right here. Here we come. Here we come with Night Factor. We got a long way to go. Come on, man. Got a long way to go. Ring them in, Night. Ring them in, bro. Let's just get into the money. Strong. I mean, his spurt takes forever, but my goodness, like I said, when he is coming down the stretch, he's on, and we just get up into 6th. Ah, so close. Just missed out. Just missed out. Man, I guess I have to get him going even sooner. I'm thinking I'm doing good by starting when I'm starting. I clearly have to start a lot sooner. So, wow, that's pretty incredible. But still, I'll take that. We should have been higher, obviously. I'm sure we should have. Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll have to get him started much sooner, probably at 3. I've been starting him just under 3, but I probably actually have to start him at 3, maybe even 3.2. I don't have to probably whip yet, but I got to get him rolling to full speed, and I know that, and we'll get to it. Guys, I'm going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Appreciate all the love and support on the channel. As always, until next time, it's Horse Racing Gamer signing out. Hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you, and goodbye. YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2001. Today is a special episode because this is going to be the episode where we finally get to retire Joy Lucky, breed her with deep timing, and hopefully get a solid turf horse. Our next Gallop Racer original to add to the family. Water Walking, not going to race her now. Young Yoke, we'll get her in action. And Joy Lucky, actually, we should get her in 1 or 2 more races before we retire her. Still doesn't have a win yet, unfortunately. But let's try her out in 7 furlongs again. That seems to be working for her. G3, I don't think she's going to win that. I really don't. I hate to say that, but I don't think she's going to win any of these. But, you know, it's on the turf. Give it a shot, I suppose. Maybe she'll surprise us. Maybe she'll actually surprise us. Maybe I should have a little bit more faith, huh? All right, Young Yoke here. 5 to 7. Cannot wait to retire her. Like I said, look at her conditioning and her braking. They're in the orange and the red. I think Night Factor, if we look at him, where's Night Factor? Here's Night Factor. So definitely his bars are consistent for the most part. His highest is his braking, but his bars don't look like this. Young Yoke, I don't know why I keep saying folk because she's the filly. Young Yoke's bars are all above halfway, are all above average, and she has 2 bars that are really high. Her conditioning is amazing. So, Night Factor, I don't know if he would still be the best fit. He's an 80-78 turf to dirt rating. She's a 78 to 76. She runs 5 to 7 furlongs, and he runs 7 to 10. So you have a really wide range of either short distance at 5 to 7 or mid to long at 7 to 11. I still think we could get a decent horse, but also her spurt's really fast too. And I just realized if I were to breed her with him, the spurt would probably be average. So we have to find a colt with a fast spurt like hers. For sure, because that means that speed is going to be there. So I'll have to pay attention to that, but we're not breeding her anytime soon anyways. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I'll run her in this grade 2 against the fillies because top 3 go to the Cherry Cup. I think she's in great form, clearly. I think we can do it. So Joy Lucky, this might be her second to last race. We'll see. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but give it a shot and see how she does, and then we'll retire her and breed her in deep timing to get lucky timing. That is the name I'm sticking with because it's too perfect not to use. It's probably be a little bit shorter of an episode here. Let's see. Not bad odds. We can win if we run perfectly. We can actually win this. There she is. Yeah, we could potentially win this. So let's try to make it happen. Let's try to have a good result. I would like to get her a win before retiring her, but, you know, it is what it is. Great start. And we just need to kind of settle her back. She needs to stay right here. This is perfect. Great start, so that's a good rating. Move her up. She should be in the blue relatively shortly. Wait. Okay, she's a little bit of trouble settling down now. She's settled. I want to move to the inside, but I think we're not. Okay, now we can move. Perfect. I'm just hoping the inside frees up and we save a lot of ground and we can have a strong run. This is a grade 3, keep in mind, so these horses are probably going to be a little bit tougher to get past. As opposed to this was an open race. Now we're blocked. We're blocked. We are blocked. Okay, hopefully you move. Still kind of blocking me. We're in the yellow, I think, because we made contact. Can we get past? Let's see. We can get past. All right. The contact, not really my fault. Okay, Joy Lucky, she's looking strong. I don't think we have enough speed to catch the horses in front because she has been in the yellow, and yeah, we're dropping. Ah, man. That's a bummer. The contact, I mean, that was really outside of my control. There was nothing I could do. So that's unfortunate. So we gotta redeem ourselves with her. That's not a good race. Yeah, that's a bummer. That contact kind of messed us up. We were in a good position, but the game glitched out kind of and said we made contact and we didn't. So it is what it is. You just don't want races like that. Dizzy, let's get her going again. Yeah, she's really in prime form here. 10 to 11. She likes those distances. You know what? We can run her in a... Well, I'll try her out in a grade 3. Why not? It's against the boys and the gals, and I think our fillies are really strong against the gals, and they're pretty solid against the boys. But there's still clearly a speed gap. But these, you know, running against the gals, like they're fine. So it's not breeding season yet. I think breeding season is in April here, so we'll be ready. Here we go. Dizzy Ditz. Wow, we might as well be the favorite. I mean, we're that close. So she has a chance to win this race. I'm for it. I'm for it. Let's get it. Post position 10, let's get a good start. She can run anywhere, of course. Since she does get out so well and so quickly, I keep her to the front. I can run her anywhere depending on how the race unfolds, but I'm going to keep her at the front. That works out very well for us. So let's get a great start. Let's get her to the inside early, and let's establish that position. Keep her at the front. We don't have to be leading, but she's got to be top 3 for me to be satisfied. And I think for her to be really comfortable. Not the greatest of starts, but we'll get her moving. Okay, we'll get her moving. Okay, it's struggling a little bit here with the pace. Yeah, struggling a little bit with the pace. All right. This is where we wanted her. That wasn't as pretty as I wanted it to be, but, well, here we are. Now we just got to make sure she's settled in the blue eventually. Not in the blue yet. Now she's in the blue. All right. Finally got her comfortable. So, I didn't bump. So, that didn't hurt her. Or she's still in the blue. That would have bothered her. She'd be in the yellow or something right now. But that's obnoxious. Like, I didn't even bump that horse. That's what I mean. That's one downside of this game. The AI and the bumping is really kind of glitchy. So you legitimately may not bump a horse, and the game's like, yeah, you bumped them. Yeah, you ran into them. Yep, clumsy. Yeah, terrible driving. Yep. It's like, get out of here. We have a perfect inside trip. My goodness, this can really open up for us. Okay, don't want to bump. Here we go. Let's roll. Right off. Turn 4 with Dizzy Ditz. Furlong left to go. Can she do it? Can she hold on? The field is coming, but I think we're going to get it done. Dizzy Ditz is going to get a... She's going to get it done. Wow. 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 She gets it done. She gets it done. Dizzy Ditz, she beats the boys and the gals in a G3. What a win. What a win for the lady. This horse is amazing, man. Her and Young Yolk, what horses we have. What gals we have. 94 rider eval. I mean, that was our race. I said we might as well have been the favorite. We got a decent start. Took a little bit to get her to the front, but once we got her comfortable and we had our positioning, I mean, and we were able to get back to the inside with an easy trip along the rail, you can't ask for much better than that in horse racing. You really can't. What a roll. What a roll. What a roll. And that's a G3. Rank up. Let's freaking go. Gotta save. And do our last race, and then we'll get into breeding. My goodness. Dizzy Ditz. What a filly she is turning out to be. At what, 4 years old? 4 years old is Dizzy now. What a horse. What a lady. She is putting in the work. Look at her results here. 4 wins out of 10 lifetime starts in 2 shows. She is killing it. And that is her first graded race win. G3 win with a fast pace. Dizzy Ditz, you go, girl. Quite literally, you go, girl. That is what I'm talking about. All right, last race here with Young Yolk. We're going to get into breeding, and that will conclude the episode after that awesome G3 finish we just had there. So here we go. And here we go. Young Yolk. Odds don't look great, but we're not out of the money, and we sure as heck are not out of winning if we run this perfectly. Now, fortunately, she does like to run to the front, so that could be in our advantage, because it's a lot harder to catch horses from the back if they're statistically better than you, like if they have better attributes, it's a lot harder to catch them. But if you're in front, you can hold out if you start your spurt right. So we're next to Super Freaky in post position 9. Okay, 3-year-old filly's running 7 furlongs here on the turf. Zitef. And let's see what Young Yoke can do. We're supposed to finish middle of the field. I'm not going to count exactly where, but we're not supposed to finish in first. So let's see how well she can do. See how well she can do. Gotta get a good start. Gotta get her out like a rocket. And there she goes. There she goes. I mean, she gets out so quickly, man. My goodness. I love seeing horses that can get out that quick in the gates. You know? It's just like, holy cow. Horse literally just tunnel vision. Rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you see a horse for thoroughbred racing get out of the gate slow, you're like, wow. You know, but if you see a horse get out fast and show speed by the end of the race, that's an incredible racehorse you got there. And I mean, faster than the other horses. You know what I mean? So we can still wait. We can still wait. Now let's go. Now let's go. Here we go. Here we go with Young Yoke. She's got the speed. She's got the speed. This is a grade 2 race. Are we going to make it back-to-back graded wins? She's rolling. She's rolling. We're on the whip. We're trying to get there in time. Jockey is going bananas, and I think she got it. I think we got it. Young Yoke just nailed the G2. Guys, we have some amazing freaking fillies. These girls are rocking and rolling. These girls are, wow. Wow, that's back-to-back. A grade 3 win for Dizzy Ditch as a 4-year-old, and a grade 2 win here for Young Yoke. Now, I do remember, I think we ordered these horses, right? We switched the catalog to C, and we were able to get them. What a win. What a win. Let's watch that. 106 rider eval. I've never gotten that high in this game. I swear to you. I've never gotten a 106 in this game ever. Look, she gets out so quickly. And she looks strong. I love grays, man. Grays are just amazing. I mean, all horses are amazing, but it's something special about watching a gray literally run like the wind, quite literally. Aesthetically looking like the wind and running like the wind. It is so fun to watch gray horses absolutely dominate. And where are we? Oh, we were kind of near the back. And we started kind of tailored off towards the back. Look how long we wait. Look how long we wait. Still waiting, still waiting. Now she's rolling. There we are, number 8 with the blue mask. Coming up there on the inside. You can see her gaining ground, gaining ground. Here she comes. Here comes Young Yoke, and now we are really rolling through with her. Running like the wind. She is gone. We are out in front, and we win the Apricot Grade 2. I mean, you can't make it up, man. And a 106 rider eval. Start A, double A's. The game says she should only run 8 to 10, but we've been winning like that with her, running 7. You play the game how it works for you. Another rank up. Let's go. 5,201. Shop name, G1 Row. Congratulations, your jockey techniques have been accepted. You can now order from this shop. Oh, let's go. Let's go. What an episode, man. Holy cow. What a freaking episode we have embarked on here. Let's go ahead and look at the horse shop to see that should be level B horses, right? Level B. I like it. I like it. So we still have a couple more categories to go. My goodness. So there's double S's in this game. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine how crazy those races will be. G1 or GI. I never know which one it is. That's definitely GI, but sometimes people say G1, and I'm like, okay. Anyways, B ranked horses, which means we can find a really solid colt for Young Yoke. He's going to cost a bit, but we can find one. Wow, 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 wow. Well, let's fast forward. It is breeding time. Yes. Let's go. All right. Let's retire Joy Lucky. We didn't get a win with her, unfortunately, but, you know, it is what it is. We didn't plan to do much with her anyways. Would you like to breed this horse? Well, of course. All right. It's time to get to the breeding here. Joy Lucky and Deep Timing. And we have enough money to cover it. Because I remember the one time I tried in the beginning of this playthrough, I was actually too broke to even cover the breeding charge. So we got deep timing here. C guts, C temper, A incline, A braking, and B conditioning. So incline, braking, and conditioning, all solid. And then Joy Lucky, she also has a BBA for incline, braking, and conditioning, very similar, and she has A for guts. Both of these horses have bad temper, so we're going to have to probably deal with a little bit of a testy horse, but everything else is pretty solid. So we should get a solid turf horse. Really should be better than the both of them. So there's the data on screen there. You can see it's CC, AAB for deep timing, and then for Joy Lucky, it's ADBBA. So I still think they kind of balance out. Like I said, much higher turf ratings. They both like to run the mid-distance. Growth type for deep timing was average. Joy Lucky, it's early. So we can assume we're going to get, and spurt for deep timing is slow, and average for Joy Lucky. So we could get a horse with a solid turf rating, very good incline, braking, and conditioning. And the spurt and the pace, that may fluctuate. 2800, let's breed, and here we go. Here's deep timing on the right. Here's Joy Lucky. There's deep timing with the black mask. The breeding happens, yada, 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 and oh, lovely looking. I was not expecting that. Wowie yowies. Like, no stuffs. Wow. 2-year-old filly. Okay, so her gut's solid. Temper not good as we expected. But look, the incline is almost where the braking is, and that's breaking into the orange. So our front runner with a slow spurt. Okay. So that means we'll still have to time our spurts relatively decent, but 74 turf, 75 dirt, 8 to 10. That's pretty much what I expected, but the dirt rating is higher. Now, how much does she cost? 110. Okay, so statistically, maybe not that great, but still. Love the look. I wasn't expecting that, so lucky timing. Yeah, I was not expecting the horse. I wasn't expecting her to look how she does. I mean, who would have? Like I said, her ratings aren't bad. Her cost isn't that high, and that's always usually a good indicator of how good statistically and the attributes of the horse are. So it's a lower cost than some of our other horses. But we'll see. Lucky timing. There she is. 2-year-old filly. Welcome to the family. Mask pattern. Well, deep timing had a mask. Well, guys, this is lucky timing. I simplified her down. I thought this would look a lot better. I'm pretty sure I was doing way too much. I think this is a lot better. Lucky timing. It's simple, and she looks lovely. Yeah, I think that looks much better. So let's go ahead and look at her. There she is. Lucky timing. Looks a lot better. I think so. That's going to do it for today's episode. Appreciate you guys' love and support on the channel. As always, but until next time, it is Horse Racing Gamer signing out. I hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you, and goodbye.